The most magical place on earth, Disneyland. We are here to show you that you can get around Disneyland if you have mobility issues. Even if just walking too much hurts, we're going to show you how to get this done. So, come along with us. You are wheeling with the moons.
On, everybody, here we go!
So, there is a lot of walking at Disneyland. It's not unusual to walk 15 or plus miles in one day, and you have multiple days. It's a lot of walking. It's not an enjoyable experience if you have pain, right? Right. All right. So we're going to show you how to get around Disneyland if you have mobility issues. Mark and I had not been to Disneyland for at least 24, 25 years due to me having severe arthritis in both knees and Mark having a really bad back. We just thought there was no options. And about a year ago, we had bought our grandkids tickets to Disneyland, and we really weren't sure how that was going to work with the both of us. I had had knee replacements, so I was okay. But to get Mark around Disneyland, I wasn't sure how that was going to work. So when we got there, we realized they have scooters you can rent there at Disneyland. So that took that worry of walking a lot away. So we went and found that you can have fun at Disneyland even if you have mobility issues. This is the walkway up to security before you get to the Esplanade that splits off to Disneyland or California Adventure or Downtown Disney. This doesn't seem like that far of a walk, but if you are in pain or you have issues walking, this can feel very long. Not to mention, once you get through these little tents, there's security lines on the other side that also can get long. Mark and I decided to rent scooters off Disney property. We've rented from Soaring Scooters, and we found that it is cheaper if you're doing more than one day to do Soaring Scooters. Also, their customer service is amazing. There's pros and cons to both, either renting off-site or on-site. The drawbacks, I guess, from renting off-site is that if there's something goes wrong with the scooter, they can't come on property, the Disney property, to help you. You have to meet them outside, so that means walking if your scooter's not running. The pros are their customer service is amazing. The price for us for 3 days of scooter rental was $125. The scooters don't maneuver as well as the Disney ones because the Disney ones have one wheel in the front, this one has two, so maneuvering around corners is a little bit more difficult. And they do run out of juice quickly if you put it on the fast speed because there's two different speeds. So as you can see, Disney rents strollers. They have a single and a double, either the electric vehicle or the wheelchairs. So this is just right of security. So when you come into security, it's over here to the side. Once you rent from there, they're going to give you a green slip and a receipt. You're going to take it over here to these cast members and they will give you a scooter. Just remember to keep your receipt or you will not get your $20 deposit back at the end of the night. The cons of renting at the resort is there's no guarantee they will have one available to you. If you come later in the day, there has been times that we have come and they are completely sold out and you will go on a waiting list, but there's no way of knowing how long it'll be or if they will get one. This can put a damper on your day. The other drawback is that if you're doing multiple days, it can get expensive. So I suggest you go and look, Google, and see what other ones are out there and see what their prices are. Do some comparison. We are in Disney's California Adventure. This park has, I don't remember how many rides, but all the rides are wheelchair accessible. It means you can get up to the ride in your wheelchair or scooter, but you will need to be able to transfer from your electric vehicle to the boat, the car, whatever it is that you're getting into. But all of them here at DCA are wheelchair accessible. Disneyland has 33 rides, I believe, and about a third of them are wheelchair accessible, which means you can take your scooter or wheelchair through the line like everybody else. There will be some accommodations, once you get closer to boarding your vehicle. One example is Haunted Mansion. We get in the regular standby line or lightning lane if we have that until we get up to the elevator and into the elevator. That's all the same. We get off the elevator, we have a little bit of a line, but when we're getting closer to the boarding area, a cast member will pull you aside and take you down a little side area to the boarding area where you get on your little Omni cars. Now this ride is unique also with handicap accessibility because once you get on your Omni car, they offer to slow it down for you, the belt, so it doesn't go as fast if it's needed, and they'll even stop it for you if you need that extra time. Once the ride is going and you're on the ride, they tell you do not get off with everybody else. So at the end, when everybody's telling you get off the thing, you don't get off, you stay on it. This takes you up through this little dark hallway, which I have some video of, but it's kind of hard to see. But it's kind of fun to see this little backstage area that no one else gets to see, right? So they take you up, goes up through this dark little hallway, and then all of a sudden you come down. Looks like you're coming down a staircase, and you can see everybody waiting in line where they go to board. Instead of exiting with everybody else, we get to go down this long hallway into an elevator where the bride ghost gives us a message. And then as we're exiting the elevator, there is a ghost that follows us all the way out of the mansion. It's pretty fun. This is where you come out. And then you come out down the ramp and you're right at the back of the Haunted Mansion near the train station. There are 11 rides at Disneyland that are not wheelchair or scooter accessible. So what you do in that case is you go to the exit of that ride and you let them know that you need a return time. You will need the Disneyland app for this, as they will scan the app and give you a return time that matches whatever the time is that people are waiting in line at that time. So if it's 30 minutes, they will tell you to return in about 30 minutes. And then when you do, they scan you in and they take you up the exit and let you get straight on the ride. We just wanted to show anybody out there who deals with mobility issues or has a hard time walking that you should not be held back from going to Disneyland because of mobility issues. We have had so much fun at Disneyland once we found out that we could rent scooters and not have to try and walk for 3 days in a row for miles and miles a day. Once we figured this out, we've been back to Disneyland, I'd say 5 times since we figured this out. And each time we just discover more and more things because there's no hurry. You're not in pain. You're not trying to find a place to rest. You literally can wheel around and enjoy every aspect of Disneyland. The rides, the sights, the shows. It's just so much fun. And the thought of anybody missing out on this due to mobility issues, it's just something I wanted to put an end to. So we will be doing more and showing more on mobility access of different areas, but stay tuned because there probably will be more about Disneyland because we just love it that much. Have a good day and we'll see you soon.